Hi, I'm Wendy Gunn, and I'm going to talk to you today about a verse that I love. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit. And you might say, well, what on earth does that have to do with my life today? Well, it means finish what you start. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my story and how to become a finisher and not a starter only. Because it will change your life if you begin to complete things. It will, first of all, cause you not to start things as easily, not to say yes as easily. And those are good things. So we're going to talk today about how to do this. One, you need to decide right now that you're not going to say yes to anything without thinking about it overnight and praying. You have now stopped. Any request, anything that anybody asks you to do, you're not going to say yes right away. You're going to say, when do you need to know? No matter what it is. And then you're going to pray. You are going to pray, and you are going to ask your spouse if that's appropriate. That will change your life all by itself. Secondly, you are not going to take on one more project, one more activity, one more thing on your plate if you're already feeling overwhelmed. If you've said, I feel so overwhelmed or I'm exhausted this week, raise your hand. You know what's on your plate. It is so easy to have too much. It's so easy. And so, number 2, look at what you're doing. Is there anything that you can just say, it's okay, I'm not going to finish this. I'm not going to do this. It's not important. There's a time to not finish and to just toss it aside. Or is it something you can delegate? Can you have someone else do it? And that's okay too. You can't do it all. Friend, you can't do it all. And it is a very admirable trait to be able to delegate. Okay? I'm going to say that again. It is an admirable trait to be able to delegate. Number 1, don't say yes to another thing without waiting overnight, 24 hours. Number 2, take whatever you can off your plate that's already there. Throw aside anything that doesn't actually need to be done and delegate. Delegate what you can. And then 4, prioritize. And there's 2 categories I want you to do first. You can't do them both first, but maybe you can. Do the most important, the eternal. Make sure that every day you're doing the eternal things. There are things on your plate, things that are going around in your mind that weigh, that are really heavy, and they make you feel overwhelmed and guilty because you haven't done them yet. I call those the guilt producers. If you have guilt producers, you immediately think of them. You know they're on your list and you know them immediately. Put a G next to them. This is an activity that you're going to do. You're going to write everything down, all the things that you're trying to do and accomplish, and you're going to do a brain dump. And then you're not going to say yes to one more thing without thinking and praying overnight. You're going to throw out things that don't need to be done, and you're going to delegate things that you can. And you're going to prioritize, number 4. And when you write out that list, you're going to put a G next to the things that immediately make you feel guilty. I haven't done that yet. I meant to call that person. Oh, I haven't sent that. I haven't signed up for that. I haven't turned in that thing for my child. I haven't finished that thing. Put a G next to those things. It is my experience that sometimes it takes so little time to actually complete that thing that afterwards I wonder, why? Why did I keep putting it off? Why didn't I get it done a long time ago? Because it weighed on me. It took so much space in my emotions, in my mind, in my heart. It weighed way more than it needed to. So, the 2 things that you want to do first, if you can get rid of a guilt producer today, do it. And then those most important, eternal things. There are plenty of this, that's an A list, okay? Plenty of the B list that you have to do that are urgent. But at the end of your life, they're not things that will be important. Do they need to be done? Yeah, you have to do that. You have to go to that doctor appointment. You have to make supper. However, they're not the eternally important things. And I want to remind you that being in the Word of God and praying every day are eternally important. And I want to say about that when you do that, when you give God time, your heart, your time, your attention, and you spend time listening to Him and talking to Him, it transforms you. It also transforms your time. It transforms your priorities. It transforms your mind so that the things that were stressing you out before don't seem that big a deal now. The things that you just were agonizing over, now you know exactly what to do. God is so good. If you've been feeling anxious, if you've been feeling guilty, as so many of us do, if your time is really a problem for you, what are these 4 things? Repeat after me. Don't say yes to another thing without first waiting overnight, 24 hours, and praying about it. Number 2, throw out anything that you can that really does not have to be done. It's okay. And I want to remind you that the reason we're doing this is that verse. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. The end of your lives, when you look back, what will be said of you? And will you have regrets or not? When you start something, you want to finish it. And you want to do what's important. So you're not going to say yes to everything. You're going to wait 24 hours. You're going to just toss out the things that really don't need to be done. You're going to delegate It is an admirable trait to be able to delegate. There is no glory in thinking you can do it all yourself, or you've got to be the one to do it because only you can do it to this level of excellence that you have set up for yourself. I'm sorry, that's just pride. And that's the end of that verse. Better is the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit. Throw out the pride. So you're going to delegate, and then you're going to prioritize. You are going to do the important things, and you're going to brain dump everything, and you're going to get rid of the guilt producers that often will take you very little time, but they weigh on you and produce a lot of guilt. Okay? Those are my 4 tips for you to accomplish Ecclesiastes 7:8 and to be a finisher, not just a starter. This is Wendy Gunn.